There's a large story to the building of the landscape of the Black Country that crosses millions of years of time, and it's been on a huge journey across time and across the surface of the earth. Hi, I'm Graham Wharton. I'm the Keeper of Geology at Dudley Museum and Art Gallery, and this is Mine Revolution, a brief history of the Black Country. So why is this called the Black Country? Well, the Black Country is a term that was coined by an American consul in 1868. L.U. Burritt referred to this as a country black by day and red by night, a place where the vast manufactories here were like nowhere else on the surface of the earth. So here in the Black Country, you had immense quantities of coal, fire clay, ironstone and limestone. And that magic ingredient of limestone put into the furnaces with the coal and the ironstone lowered the melting point so that you could get the iron from the ironstone. At that moment, you had a means to mass produce iron, and iron was in great demand as a wonder material. So it's the starting point of the major industrialisation of the world, and that invention occurred here. At that point, the green landscape, the farmed landscape, went away. People dug up minerals from everywhere they could and turned the landscape upside down. It became the Black Country. From this cavern, many tens of thousands of tons of limestone would have been loaded onto boats, just like the one we've come in on, and then taken onto the main canal navigations of the day. It's an important point within the industrialisation of Britain and the role that the Black Country played, that you had the ability to take your goods en masse from one place to another. And before the Industrial Revolution, you only had small horse and carriage roads. You could only take small amounts of goods in very slow journeys in difficult conditions on old roads. The canals revolutionised transport in the UK, and they became the motorways, the heavy good transport of the day. So the limestone was originally found at the surface, where it formed hills, and the very early peoples wanted useful materials. So wherever something turned up in the landscape that they could use, they dug it out. And the limestone was one of the early resources they needed because it was a good hard stone. So they dug it out the side of the hill and built structures like Dudley Castle, which they actually built on the hill so that they could see the area around. When they began to exhaust the easily get-at-able limestone from the surface, they followed the limestone seams down into the ground, and that's what you can see here. So you can see the limestone layer itself is dipping at a very steep angle into the earth, and they followed it in. In doing that, they drove tunnels and they worked out areas between the tunnels they'd driven, but they left in place large pillars of limestone like the one you can see there to hold the roof up. So this style of mining that they created is unsurprisingly known as pillar and room. The limestone is made up of fossils, of sea creatures that lived and died on that seabed all those millions of years ago, 428 million years. The Dudley bug is a little crab-like creature that became the emblem, the mascot of the limestone miners. So famous that it's in 4 times as many fossil books as Tyrannosaurus rex, and also it formed the heart of the Knight's Shield, the coat of arms of the town of Dudley. The Industrial Revolution began in many places, but its real heart is here in the Black Country.